Welcome back to GoldSeek TV. I'm here in Vancouver at the VRIC conference talking about silver, and I'm here with the CEO and Director of Prince Silver Corporation, Derek Iwanaka. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, Peter.
Great to be speaking with you at $100 plus silver prices. You have a project which had historically a resource over 100 million ounces of silver. So I think this is a great opportunity talking about the opportunities in silver exploration in the United States, in Nevada. Please tell us more about the Prince Silver Project and what you're doing with it right now.
Sure. It's not quite a resource, but it's what's called a JORC exploration target, which is kind of like a loose resource estimate. It's not 43-101 compliant, but it's very much, I guess, getting close to that. So what we need to do for us is we have 130 holes of drill hole database information that we have. We're going to try to parlay that into additional 30 holes, right? We're doing right now, and then try to put a resource together. So that will be, I think, a 43-101 compliant resource.
So that'll be the first official resource on this project.
Yes.
This is a past producing silver mining area.
Mm-hmm.
So give us a little bit of an idea what this project looks like.
Sure. I mean, historically speaking, it was a high-grade silver mine. Also had a lot of lead and zinc in there. It was running around 100 grams per ton silver. They were just chasing kind of small, high-grade fissure veins. And what they missed, I think, is below that first horizon, you have a sulfide level of shales that has a whole bunch of mineralization in there that they basically didn't even touch. And it was shut down in 1949 when, mining methods were quite primitive back then. So they didn't chase this higher grade stuff that's maybe not all higher grade, but there's a whole bunch of mineralization that's down at depth that's completely untested. And so we're just trying to explore that right now. And so we're doing a lot of twinning of historical holes and trying to prove out that resource.
So you're actively drilling right now. I believe you had a PR last week or two about adding a second drill.
Yep. Second drill rig should be turning, actually right now, should be turning.
What kind of a program then? Would you say how many holes total will this, or how much drilling will be done?
9,000 meters. That should get us about 30 holes. And then we'll have to decide if we do a second phase of a kind of a similar amount.
So you'll wait for the first results to come back over the coming, how long will this program last?
First results actually just came back a week ago. So some really nice results in there. It exceeded what we were actually expecting. We'll probably see the next batch of results in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So sometime probably in early mid-February, we should see the next set of results.
Okay. And then from there, you'll determine then what the next steps are. At what point, if you continue to be successful, can you then put together the official 43-101 resource?
So there's some motivation to get a resource done by July 11th, and I'll explain why. So as part of the acquisition, we ended up paying the shareholders of a company called Stampede Metals. It was a private Australian company, 15 million shares. In addition to that, it came with 8.5 million contingent value rights. What happens is if we come up with a resource estimate, a 43-101 compliant resource estimate by July 11th, that is 100 million ounces or more, that gets reduced by 20%. So it reduces the dilution. So there is some motivation for us to get the resource estimate done quicker. I can't promise that we're going to get to 100 million ounces just off the current program. So we don't know if we're actually going to get there by July, but if you don't, the objective would be to get something done by the end of this year.
Okay, so you're actively developing, exploring the project. Mining and exploration in the United States has changed quite dramatically over the last year. So give us a little overview. What are the changes you're seeing in exploring the United States right now?
So specifically, I think in critical minerals, you're seeing quite a bit of interest from the U.S. government. And so you may have seen there's a couple of companies like, for example, Trilogy Metals. They got a $17 million influx of cash from the U.S. government, and it did wonders for their stock. Now, that seems to be something that might be of interest to the U.S. government for us because we have zinc, lead, manganese, copper, and then we have silver. So you have a lot of metals that are in this U.S. critical minerals list, and that could either lead to either funding from the government or it could be expedited permitting, which, mind you, is already pretty straightforward in Nevada as it is.
So you own 100% of the project?
Or it's an option agreement. Yeah, so we still have some stages of option payments to be made.
Okay. What is the market cap valuation right now? Look at
it's only $41 million right now, and if you look at kind of the aspirational companies that have 100 million ounce plus resources, they're all at least $200 million market cap right now.
Especially, I would imagine, being United States and a jurisdiction like Nevada,
Yeah.
should
Those
acquire some
are
sort
in
of premium.
more challenging districts than we are, for sure.
Yeah. And is there any interest in doing adding any other portfolio? Is this so much work and energy that you can't? This is where all the energy is going into right now. Is
Yeah, 100% focus right now is on Prince, but because of the results that we just put out, we actually ended up staking some more claims. So we're actually kind of following this trend, which is along the Great Western Fault in Pioche. And that's kind of been known to bring up these hot fluids of where the metals come up. So we basically staked all along that trend. And if we can, we're going to try to get some more ground around that area.
and
But
how big is
nothing
that?
completely different. It would be in that area.
And how big is the project right now? How much?
So we just added another 600 acres, for around 1,200 acres right now.
Okay. And where is a location?
It's about 2.5 hours just north of Las Vegas. So
Okay.
it'll be an easy
Yeah,
drive and flight. Flight and then drive from Vegas to get up there. And it's basically right next to a little town called Pioche, which is a known silver district.
Interesting. So to follow Prince Silver more, you're traded on the TSX or the
CSE.
CSE, PRNC, and there's also a pink sheet symbol, I believe, in the US.
OTCQB.
QB.
And then we're probably going to go to the OTCQX here pretty soon.
I imagine a lot of US and silver investors would be interested in following the story more as well.
Yeah, there's been quite a bit recently.
So, and what do you think of this conference? We had $100 plus silver. It seems like this is maybe the best attendance in 5, 10 plus 15 years.
Yeah,
You've
it's
been at
been
the
a
show for a
while.
long time.
Yeah, I've been doing this show for probably almost 20 years now. So it's it's exciting. I'm really grateful to be in the space at this time.
And you sense this is the start of kind of the next phase of because like last year we were here and it was kind of thin. Like it wasn't, the energy wasn't there.
Not even close.
But now
it's completely changed in a year.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So that's good to share with the audience. Finally, I think the retail and the Western investors have woken up to what's happening in the precious metal space. And now if we could just get the silver stocks and the gold stocks to catch up to the metal price.
Yeah. Where's the torque or where's the leverage that we're supposed to be getting with this? So I guess, I saw a little bit of your talk there. I think we just have to catch up, I guess.
Yes. In my view, it's 2026 is a catch-up phase for the gold and silver stocks. Last year was silver catching up to the gold price, and now we have the gold and silver stocks catching up to the metal prices, and the metal prices just keep going higher and higher. So I fully invested basically in the sector. I'm a big shareholder of Prince as well. So I'm looking forward to the year ahead and seeing how the project develops. So thank you, Derek, for your time.
Thank you. Oh, great to be on the show.
Great. Thank you.